Hey, welcome to the final part of the 807 repurposing by D-Lab Electronics. This is part 6. The 807 is complete. I've got Tony over here to demo it. He loves it. We've got it packaged. It's ready to go. So on with part 6, the final episode. Different amp now?
Wow.
That 807's got some bark.
It went from being to an oscillator to a real guitar amp. Sounds really nice. It's got a beautiful, nice full sound now.
All right, man.
So we're come full circle on this deal.
Yeah, no doubt, man. Appreciate you coming by to play it. Now, I got this other repurposed project. I want Tony to give everybody his view. Okay, hold on a minute now. So Tony came here. When he saw that boat anchor, he's like, man, I wouldn't build an amp out of that thing. But after he saw how it was built, kind of changed his mind, and we've got some ideas. So Tony thinks we're on the right track. Okay, man, what are we going to do?
Okay, he found this thing. It's an oscillator. It's kind of like an old-fashioned signal generator. And it was made by Hewlett-Packard. And the craftsmanship of this chassis and the parts inside of it is incredible. I think he decided to build a single channel reverb style amp, pair of 6L6s, and he's going to use these transformers that are in, at least the power transformer.
Yep.
And it's got the aluminum and the craftsmanship way this thing is made is so beautiful. So yeah. I think once he gets it all put together, he's going to make a real world-class amp in it. So
yeah, but you're wanting to see reverb in it, right?
Yeah, I think as long as the box is so big, we got room enough to put a reverb in it, no problem.
Yep. So when we get it done, and if it sounds Fenderish, we'll get the Tony Kuzmano seal of approval.
Yeah, we will. And maybe we can put something in the window.
Yeah, man. Like a picture of you.
Okay.
Yeah, man. All right, thanks, Tony.
Yeah.
So now that we have the seal of approval for the tone of the repurposed 807 amp, now it's time to get it in a cabinet so that it can actually be used safely. And the issue I have right now is the height of the 807 tube. It actually goes over the front lip of this panel. So it'd be kind of hard to slide this into a cabinet. So what I'm going to do is open up the hole that the base of the tube sits in. We're actually going to lower the socket with spacers so it sits down into the chassis. You see this a lot on ham transmitters that use this tube, so that's what I'm going to do with this one. So will the base go down into the existing hole? No, not quite. So I'm going to have to punch that hole a little bit bigger. We're going to try to sink this guy down about 1.5 inches. So I'm going to open it up so the glass envelope just clears that chassis. Well, there's our new 1.5 inch hole. So the 807 easily sit down there, well underneath the top panel. Now I just need to make a little base with some standoffs underneath and rewire the socket. Well, here's the plan. The socket is up out of the way. I'm going to add this plate, which will be elevated off the bottom of the chassis by these standoffs. This will be about 1.25 inches below the chassis, and the tube will plug in from the top. Well, there's our new recessed 807 base. Let's check this for fit. Absolutely perfect. All right, mission complete. We got the 807 recessed now into the chassis. So you can see we have all kinds of room. Should be no problem putting it in a chassis. Let me show you underside. So there's a little recessed platform I installed. All the caps and wiring had to swing up on top. So I cleaned things up. Now we need to get a bottom panel made and find a cabinet. Alright, there's a bottom cover installed. Let me flip her over and show you the top side. I got everything labeled. We're getting close. The back side, there's your speaker output jacks, fuses labeled, and we got the tubes identified. Alright, so I know some of you have been asking about the power output of the amp. So here we go. I have an audio generator set at approximately a kilohertz, okay? 100 millivolts input, tone controls straight up, masters all the way up. We'll bring it up and look at the audio test set. Now this watt meter isn't exactly perfect, but it'll give you a pretty good idea. Here we go, full bore. Well over 10 watts. I would say that 807 is giving us 15 watts. Now that's going to vary, of course, depending on your guitar and frequencies that are going through it. But at this point, I would say approximately 15 watts. Alright, so I'm going to have to put an end to this first repurposing project. It's been kind of going on for a long time. I need to move on to other projects. So what you're going to get is the basic amp complete with that new bottom cover. You can come up with your own cabinet or put some rubber feet on it. Use it the way it is, okay? But D-Lab needs to move forward. So the 807 amp is complete. It's working great. I think you'll love it. So eventually I'll get it up on maybe reverb.com for sale. But until then, Marcia and I are going to just sit here and admire.
Who knows what lurks in the hearts of men? Cool, huh?
So Marcia picked that glass up at the Michigan Antique Radio Club meet that we were at last weekend.
I got a set of 6.
Yeah, so does anybody know what that saying comes from? Can you name that movie or...
Radio show.
It was a radio show. Back before the days of movies.
You betcha.
Give them the answer, Marsh, because they can't answer you, right? This is a one-way deal. Okay?
It's the Shadow Knows.
And believe me, Marcia knows. She shadows D-Lab all the time, keeping track. Like, how much money did you make for that?
When are you going to be done, dear?
Yeah. Alright, so we'll get on to the new repurposing video soon. But in the meantime, we're done with the 807. Isn't that great?
Yay! Cheers.
So we're dimed out, right?
Well, we got this baby cranked. This has got a pretty cool sound.